Mr. Narasimhan, thanks so much for joining us on ET Now. For the benefit of our viewers, you have merged Indsil Energy with your listed company, Indsil Hydro. Explain this entire value unlocking exercise that you are taking. What's the rationale?
Yeah. So value unlocking has been, I think, the key objective of this merger. So to give you some perspective in terms of numbers, this company, Indsil Hydro, had a top line of 225 crores on a consolidated basis with EBITDA of about 23.5 crores. With the merger of Indsil Energy and the drafting in of the 24% stake that Energy has in Oman, we are looking at 2017-18 to have consolidated top lines of about 540 crores, maybe a range of 540 to 570 crores, and EBITDA levels of a range between 94 and 105 crores. So we are talking about a top line expansion of around 2.5 times and EBITDA expansion of about 4 times plus with this merger. So I think significant value is being unlocked with this exercise.
Yes, you're doubling your sales and your EBITDA. You're talking about a 5-time increase. If you could just explain to us.
To be more precise, ma'am, we belong to the metal sector, and we also have a hydropower plant which is subject to monsoon vagaries. So I would rather give a range of expected EBITDA of about 94 to 105 crores. So that I think we are talking about a 4-time expansion from current levels. So that's I think the biggest value unlocking measure that this merger brings about.
Okay, fair enough. So what all are the assets that will come into Indsil Hydro then from Indsil Energy?
Yes, Indsil Energy is basically a manganese smelting operation with a thermal power plant located in Chhattisgarh. But importantly, it has a 24% stake in Oman. And it also has a 49% stake in a subsidiary company that operates a smelter in Andhra Pradesh. So what happens is with this merger, the entire Oman stake comes under one umbrella, which is Indsil Hydro. So Indsil Hydro would, after this merger, have a 50% stake in Oman. So on a line-by-line basis, consolidation would happen of the Oman company's fortunes.
Okay. Let's also talk about, what your outlook is in terms of what exactly was the trigger for this transaction and what is the management, your growth, your action plans over the next 2 to 3 years?
Okay. In terms of trigger, ma'am, I talked about Oman. I talked about Oman stake coming under one umbrella. So timing was key. So Altaman Indsil Ferrochrome LLCs are Oman subsidiary. So that company started operations in 2014-15. So it took a couple of years for it to stabilize. So we are seeing a breakout year for that company this year. That is 2017. And the Oman company works on a calendar year format. So we thought we could maximize value to the shareholder in terms of merging both these companies and bringing in Altaman's fortunes under this one umbrella. In terms of outlook, as I said, we are looking at a top line of about 540 to 570 crores this coming year and EBITDA of about 94 to 105 crores. The next year, 2018-19, we expect EBITDA to grow by 25% minimum on account of one key event. So the Oman company is going to get captive chrome mines allotted to it. That's a very significant development. So it might commence, we feel it will commence the captive operations by the end of this year. So I think most of the benefits would get captured in the year 2018. So 2018-19 would see the accrued benefits of the captive chrome mining operation. So we're looking at an EBITDA growth of about 25%. On the same lines, we are looking at a smelter expansion drive starting 2018. We are waiting till the beginning of 2018 to start the expansion. So expansion would be focused in Oman as well as our Andhra Pradesh location. So this smelting operation expansion would, I think, bring in numbers by the 2019-20 year. So 2019-20 could see sales growth of around 35 to 40% from current levels and EBITDA growth of around 50 to 60% from current levels. But so on a sequential basis, it would see EBITDA growth of about 25% 2019-20. while it is very tough to give exact numbers because we depend on the metals business cycle as well, I think a fair range in terms of top line for 1920 should be around 840 to 880 crores for this merged operation on a consolidated basis with EBITDA levels of around 150 to 160 crores.
There are some very encouraging numbers, really, that you're throwing up over there. You spoke, of course.
Let me qualify this, ma'am. I'm sorry. Let me qualify this. These numbers are subject to a normal metals business cycle. So I just want to qualify that.
You know, ferrochrome, of course, what you spoke about, your Oman joint. Yes, we have seen a lot of volatility really in those prices. And the fact that you are getting a captive mine for chrome, that in itself, I think, is a big achievement, really, seeing how volatile those prices as well have been. So are you bullish on the ferrochrome business? Do you think that the prices will continue their uptrend?
I think so, absolutely, ma'am. I mean, in the last quarter, we had a lull in ferrochrome, but then it picked back up so fast. So I think the underlying trend is bullish. There's a lot of strength in that commodity over the medium term. So any fall in prices gets succeeded by a very quick rebound. So I think ferrochrome for the next couple of years, there's nothing to worry about that commodity.
Or expansion in your Andhra Pradesh as well as Oman plants. So what kind of capacity will you be adding in both?
See, we would like to be cautious in terms of adding capacity. We wouldn't want to, go on a rampage. So what we would do is we would add Oman capacity by around 50% in 2018-19, and the Andhra Pradesh capacity by Andhra Pradesh we will double the capacity. So that would bring in an additional 10,000 tons of manganese, and the Oman plant would bring in an additional 37,000 tons of ferrochrome.
Okay, so basically,
and we continue to want to grow on the captive chrome mining space. So whatever numbers I gave in terms of guidance for captive chrome for EBITDA was based on captive chrome mines being allotted this year. But we are still continuing to work with the government to get more mines. So if that happens, then that would be another growth line for the company.
Very quick question. How much would this captive chrome cover in terms of your requirement? Is it for your entire capacity?
Interesting question, ma'am. No,
Okay.
The first round of captive chrome mines would probably cater to around 70% of our capacity. So we are eagerly looking forward to the second round that is the coming year.
And as well
but
as,
even the 70%, even 70% in terms of captive chrome ore is a huge number for us.
True.
Okay, Mr. Narasimhan, you've really given the street a lot to smile about. Your stocks on upper circuit, the growth projections, the kind of outlook as well for the company is very robust and optimistic. Thank you for joining in, and we hope to connect with you next time as well.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/ETNow.